So I will post it in the Teams afterwards and you can take a look at it afterwards. Today's session is about flow. It's to discover this new tool and it's just your first steps, only a 15-minute session on it, so it's not a proper training session. For the Angels of La Villette, we'll have some sessions coming soon, so please make sure you join us. And for the Angels Worldwide, we will keep you posted about the next steps. So let's start on what is Flow. Flow is an Office 365 application that helps you automate tasks by connecting several Office 365 tools. If you create different flows, you will be saving time by automating tasks that are very simple, but that you waste time doing them. So when you create a flow, you define a trigger, what will make your flow to start, what is going to be the action that is going to follow. And something very important to keep in mind, to access Flow, you can do it through your Office 365 portal and there is no desktop version. It is only online, so you can use Flow from anywhere. You can download it to your ClubMed computer. There are two types of Flow. The first one and the most simple is from a template. So Microsoft provides a lot of flow templates. They are already predefined steps that you can use, customize a bit to your needs, but all the structure of the flow is already provided. So this is the best way to start to discover this tool and to start to understand the logic that is behind. And then the second flow is from scratch. This means that you create the flow from zero. You define which are the triggers and which will be the actions to follow. You can create flows as complex as you want from scratch, but this is a bit of more an advanced level. So I encourage you to start with the template to get familiarized with the tool. Also, there are three different types of triggers. The first one is an automatic trigger. This means that the flow will start automatically when a trigger happens. For example, every time that a task is created in Planner, I want to create an event in Outlook. This happens automatically. As soon as the task is created in Planner, automatically the event is created in Outlook. So this is the automatic flow activated by a trigger. Then the second one is the instant flow. This means that you need to click on a button manually to start the flow behind it. So for example, you have an approval that you need to request to your manager and there's a whole flow behind it. So you just click on a button to start all the flow to request the manager's approval. So the flow starts when you click on a button. And then the third one is a scheduled flow. The flow will be activated on a determined date and time and frequency. So for example, I want to create a tasking planner every Monday at 9 a.m. The flow will start by itself every Monday at 9 a.m. and create a tasking planner. It's very important that you differentiate these three different types of triggers to start your flow. So now that we have done a little bit of theory, let's go into the practice. So first, to access Flow, we have to go to our 365 portal that I hope you all are already familiar with. You go to office.com, you log in your ClubMed address, and you are in your Office 365 portal. And here you can find your Flow app. You click here. Remember, there is no desktop app. You can download this tool. And welcome to Flow. This is the Flow homepage. It is a quite complex tool, so we will go little by little. For today's example, we will create a flow from a template. So if we click here, templates, you can see all the templates proposed by Microsoft. There are a lot. And to browse them, you can look with different keywords, for example, or different types of things. For today's example, we are going to create a automatic flow that posts a message in Teams when a task is created in Planner. So the trigger is when a task is created in Planner and the action is post a message in Teams. So I'm going just to write Planner to find my flow easily. And this is the template. Post messages to Microsoft Teams when a new task is created in Planner. This is the flow I want to create, and I'm going to use a template. And here I can see the tools that are going to be connected, that are going to be present in this flow. And here I see the account that is going to do it. So it's going to be my Club Med account. And I can see that I have it is well connected, valid connection. So we're ready to continue. Click on continue. And this is the template, the structure of my flow. So first I start with my trigger when a task is created. And here I have to look for the plan ID, which plan I want to create the task. I have to tell Flow what is the plan that I am interested. So for this example, I'm going to use my Angels plan. Here I have all the plans that I have. So for this one, I want my Angels plan. Every time that a task is created in my Angels plan, I want to post a message, the action, in the team. I need to say to which team, because I have a lot of teams. So for this example, I want to post it in the Angels Catch Up team. And in which channel. And I want to post it in channel 2. And what is the message that I want to post? So this is the message that comes by default, but I can change it. So for example, I want to add one special message. So I click Shift Enter, and here I can add some tests. And I am going to retrieve the title of the task and the due date of the task. I can delete the created by. I'm not interested. Here on the right in the dynamic content, you can add other fields if you want to. You just select it and you add it to your message. But for this one, let's just keep it simple. And my flow is ready. I just need to click on save. My flow is saved, and now I have to test it to be sure that it's working well. So here I have the test button. And I am going to select perform the trigger action. I'll perform the trigger action. So I am going to create the task in the planner. Save and test. So let's go to our planner. That is in here. I am going to create a task. So let's say task 1. And it's due tomorrow. Add task. That was my trigger. I created a task. Now I go back to my workflow and it's loading, it's testing. And I can see that it runs successfully. I created the task and the message was posted in theory. Now let's go see the team if it actually happened. So let's go to conversations. And here it is. So it took 1 minute. Hello, take a look to the new task, task 1, due tomorrow. And that's it. So something that you would have done by hand. Hello, I created a new task, take a look. It's just done automatically and it could have saved you some time. It adds up. It's a small task that take a few minutes, but adding up, it could save you good time from your day. So to finish, if you go into My Flows, this tab, you can see all the flows that you have created. I only have this flow, which is the one that we just created, but you could have a huge list here. And if you click on it, you see all the information about it. So how many times has it run? So it has run only one time. It was successful. I can see who is the owner and I can edit it. If I click here, I go back to the flow and I can change the plan. I can change the theme, the message. It's a way for you to customize it as much as you want. And every time that you do a modification, you need to save for it to work. You can also turn off your flow. You want to stop, or you can also delete it. And that's it for today's session on flow. If you have any questions, we have 3-4 minutes, so you can ask them out loud or post them in the conversation tab.
This is Alvin here. Hi.
Hello.
So when you run the test, you create the trigger that will be in a real environment, correct?
Yes. Yes, I have to
So,
create the test as if I was doing it in real life.
okay, so after that, you have to delete that test that you created, correct?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay, clear.
Any more questions? Feel free to post them in the conversation. Very soon, we will also post some user guides on Flow. No, actually, they're already posted in Workday. So you can take a look as of today if you have more questions to see how to create an instant and automatic flow. And for Angels in La Villette, there will be some sessions soon. And for the Angels in Asia, we will keep you posted. So if there are no questions, this Discover Future is over. I'm going to post the video in the team so you can take a look in case you have questions and for the other angels to look as well. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.